Hello, Apollo 11 Houston. We recommend you accept the nav 49. Continue through your sequence of sightings, and then we'll analyze the data afterwards. Over. You're okay.
Hello, and welcome to the Depths of Jigoku Podcast, where we have bad food takes and some good video game recommendations. This episode, we are joined by the renegade citizen Kain,
Hola.
soothsaying Dreadpirate,
What's up, guys?
the musical KickenBeans,
I feel like the bad food takes is a targeted comment.
and me, the AI who isn't on some five and a quarter floppy disk, I swear. Scorch is on an adventure somewhere in the Fire Realm, and we'll be back next week. How are we doing today, fine gentlemen?
We
It is a
upgraded him
targeted
to
comment. It's towards the bottom half of our screen.
3.5 inch floppy.
Oh, next we might even get him his very own thumb drive.
We could put him on old
No.
AOL CDs.
We
Oh,
could, or we can be generous and upgrade him to the old 2.5 by 4.5 inch hard drives.
You know what? We should just put him on an 8-track.
But yeah, new news for me. I bought a flip phone.
How is the 6?
I dig it. My new guilty pleasure is when I hang up on people, I do that.
I gotta be real with you. I kind of want to do the same thing. I was also looking at that phone. How would you say it is compared? Because I know you had the S22 Ultra, like I still do.
Camera's very basic compared to the Ultra lineup.
No, it's not as good as my Ultra, but I can't tell a difference in picture quality. I took a photo at the store. I took a photo on my old phone and a photo on this phone. Looked at them and could not tell the difference. It's a 50 megapixel main shooter with 10 times zoom. It's 2 times optical zoom and 5 times digital zoom. And then I don't need the 100 times zoom, so I don't really care about that anymore.
I think I've used
Oh,
that
yeah.
twice on the Ultra. Freaking, well, that's cool.
Yeah, it
Have you
worked.
played around with doing any nighttime shots yet?
I have not, but I only really take photos during the day, so I'm not super worried about it.
Fair enough.
As a recommendation, if you decide to upgrade your earbuds, the Buds 3 Pros, really good.
Fuck you. Did you not see the dude that had his ear blown off by him?
Nope.
Fuck that.
Well, that was a change of pace.
Well, damn. Well, I like mine.
No, I'm
my
sure
my ears are fine so far.
I'm sure they're great. I've never had a problem with the Buds, but there was a guy that bought the new Buds Pro and one of them exploded while it was in his ear.
Jesus. Do they know how it happened?
Battery cook-off,
Oh shit.
causing a woman in Turkey to lose her hearing. Women in Turkey aren't allowed to listen to things anyway.
Damn.
And just like
that
that,
was
we got
savage.
demonetized.
Oh, buddy, we ain't even monetized yet. We got to get to 4,000 viewer hours before we even have the chance to ask YouTube to be monetized. Which, by the way, YouTube, please monetize us. We're very nice,
So-
and I swear we
Also-
say funny things.
Them
To
being
defend-
Turkish, it wouldn't surprise me if they were fake.
And
Also
also
fair.
to defend our pirate real quick, the woman in Turkish that had her ear blown up by the Samsung Buds was the FE model, not the Buds 3 Pros. So
Oh,
older model, been around for a minute. Who knows how long she's owned that pair, but that's not a brand new pair of headphones either.
I got the Pros just because they offered me $100 off of my Buds Pro ones. And I only spent $50 on those anyways.
Dude, yeah, when I went to trade in my phone, I was expecting kind of a big price, and it was like $78, and it lowered my phone bill.
I mean, that was the experience we had with my SO's trade-in on the new iPhone. It the only upgrade, the only change that we made was her old device was 128 gigabytes, and this one we went to 256. Because of that, our phone bill went up $2.
Yeah, my phone bill's dropping by $60. I don't know what the
Fuck
fuck
yeah.
I was paying for, but my phone bill's dropping by $60. So the phone pays for itself on my first phone bill. And
That's
I bought the extra insurance, so if the screen ever does break, I'm just gonna throw it at an AT&T worker until they fucking give me a new one.
when I was reading it, when I was looking into it a few weeks ago, I think from everything I was reading, the S22 Ultras, the trade-in value they give you for the new phones pays off the phone. It's not like when we traded in our bullshit ass Samsungs to get the S22s. I think we still had like payment for that. It didn't cover the full cost.
I owned my S22 Ultra outright, and I owned this one outright.
Oh,
So I don't know what was going on with my bill, but the dude was like, "You're on a really old plan. We can lower this and give you more stuff." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh, I bet that's what it was, is the plan that you were on.
no." They gave
Mhm.
me $1,100 for my S22 Ultra, and the phone was like $1,175.
Nice.
So I might end up doing the same thing soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the new Samsungs get announced and released, and then that's when I'll make the upgrade for mine.
Get a flip
I might
phone.
go to the new Pixel.
I was about to say the new. Are you talking about next year's model?
Yeah, the S25.
Okay. See,
Yeah,
I'm kind of
the Pixel 9's already out, and I contemplated it. We went and put our hands on them. I want to be a Pixel fan. I want that phone. I want to enjoy that phone, but every time I've had it in my hands and I've played with it, I've not enjoyed it.
really quick. Poe,
Mm-hmm.
can you put the new password for the email in the chat, please?
I will privately message you, but make sure Discord's a thing.
Okay. Thank you. I was looking at the flips. I kind of want to downgrade the size of my phone, and I realize, as much as it's cool to have like a little pen, I don't fucking use it ever almost.
That was my big thing. Is I was gonna go with either a Fold or um a new Ultra, and just spent like a couple weeks thinking about it, and I was like, I don't use any of the features like I used to.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've used my pen in a year. I don't play games on my phone. I
Mhm.
do now, but that's because somebody got me addicted to Monster Hunter on cell phone.
There's
Um,
Monster Hunter on cell
Oh,
phone.
jeez.
It's Pokemon Go, but Monster Hunter. It's so good.
Yeah, the dude is surprisingly not here tonight, mother.
Yeah,
You're gonna make me look this up, aren't you?
it's so good. Shoot me a friend
still going
request.
Pokemon Go.
But yeah,
Is it called
it's
Monster Hunter?
Monster
Go?
Hunter
Now.
now. Hold on, I am confirming
Found it.
requests.
That is, oh geez.
Set your graphics to medium. That's the big takeaway from it, because it'll burn through 50% of your battery real quick. The graphics are good at full.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't play any games. I didn't do anything special with my phone other than use it as a phone, and it was taking up Pocket Realty. So this thing,
Yeah,
I've lost this thing in my pocket multiple times in the 4 days I've had it.
I remember you making a comment in our personal chat saying that, and it made me laugh.
Yeah, it's
But also kind of makes me happy that that can be a thing again.
yeah, and it's awesome because it's got the screen on the outside, so I could check messages, return texts, like all that stuff without even unfolding it. It's pretty awesome. I dig it. I'm a huge fan.
And that's kind of what I was looking at and what I wanted to. All right, I got it downloaded. I'll talk about it later. And I want to downgrade the size of what was in my pocket.
Hey, what's the number?
87.
Um,
Plus
That's
the
gonna be so great out of context because we gotta edit it a little.
yeah.
So we're gonna
Fuck 'em.
we're gonna keep the what's the number,
Yeah.
but the first part that only we now know about will not be in.
okay.
Um,
Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is always 42. And if anybody ever questions that or disregards it, they don't belong in your life.
they don't deserve your friendship.
Oh well, okay. I guess I'll leave.
Talking about friendships,
Uh-oh.
a buddy of mine that I used to work with
Uh-huh.
rejoined the Emperor's military and didn't even tell me or invite me to his send-off party. And I'm kind of grumpy about it.
So that means we just all message bomb him and call him despicable things, and then all politely tell him to have a nice day.
No, I know
I've been
what
playing too much Warhammer.
I know what training unit he's going to, and I'm going to call ahead and make sure they give him shit.
I thought we were talking about Warhammer for a split second because I've been trying to grind out the Space Marine 2 story. Now I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the real Emperor's army.
Mhm.
Welcome back to the conversation, sir. Well, damn. When did he leave?
2 weeks ago, apparently.
Oh,
Didn't even
shit.
tell me he was quitting. I wrote him a recommendation and everything.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him mad shit. I might have to go down to Savannah and fuck with him.
I
And if you're
mean,
listening to this, good luck.
I hope
Have fun.
at least said person is leaving on good terms.
Oh yeah, he is. He rejoined the military, got into flight school. Congratulations if he's listening. I'm happy for you, dude. I'm glad you actually have a career move and a future career opportunity if you decide you don't like being in the military for the second time. He'll have training, good training for the rest of his life. He can do medevacs for a hospital or whatever. Picked up
Sweet.
UH-60s, so I'm a little jealous because when I tried to go flight, I was trying to get into UH-60s and they would only put me into Apaches. So I didn't take a flight contract. Kind of still grumpy about it, but I'm here, so can't be too mad about it.
right.
I could have been here with a helicopter. Just saying.
You could have, but we could still acquire a helicopter.
Never been in a helicopter.
Oh, helicopter rides are so much fun.
Dude, spend the money. Go on a helicopter tour next time you're traveling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told my SO that when we go to New Zealand, because she's never been in a helicopter either, that's going to be one of my treats to her.
Oh yeah, helicopters are worth it. And I've been in a couple of helicopter hard landings, and I still think they're worth it.
Let me know if you want some recommendations for when you're there.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely have a full
Mm.
conversation because that's going to be our trip for next year.
I would highly
No.
recommend skydiving in Queenstown.
We're doing Thailand next year, my man. Oh, looks like I'm going to Thailand without you. I'll get all extra lady boys.
I mean, I am sad that I'm going to have to miss that, but yeah, New
So I
Zealand
will
New
absolutely
Zealand
go
was
to Thailand with you.
already booked, and I didn't know Thailand was official for next year.
Yeah, we want to do. Me and the significant other want to do Latvia for honeymoon, and then Thailand with some of our friends. So
Yeah, I want to join you for Thailand, but it can't be next year.
it'll be cheap. The plane ticket's the most expensive thing. Other than that, you could live off like $200.
I mean, the finances isn't necessarily what I'm worried about. It's more so the time off from work. Because this year I'm doing Japan, and this year was supposed to be New Zealand because that's going to be our anniversary trip.
Mhm.
But my SO's family that's in Japan, they're going to be leaving Japan next year. So we're doing that. We pushed New Zealand off to next year, Japan this year, and then we can do New Zealand afterwards with you guys.
Oh God, you got COVID for 2 weeks and you had to go to Thailand for treatment. darn. What
Hey,
a
it'd be cheap. It
horrible
would be.
thing.
It would absolutely be cheaper to fly out to Thailand, get some medical work done, and fly back than it would to get it here.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
disagreeing
have
with any of that.
I have absolutely thought about it a couple times, and when I finally do end up like getting all this
And he's gone.
something like that.
What a
It's the
pause.
best freeze frame.
It's the best freeze frame.
Frame.
Oh,
All right.
no.
All right.
Does he know? Does he know?
Probably not.
What?
But
You-
executive order, that is now our technical difficulties for any edits that people say. It's just that freeze frame.
Yeah, I'm down for it. I'll pull it. But yeah,
So you froze in the middle of your sentence, pirate.
I really?
you froze like this.
Do you know the old Drake meme where it's like he's pushing away and someone says no?
Yes.
No.
There was that.
I'll take that.
You uncultured swine. How do you not know this meme?
Fuck Drake.
This is before everything came
While-
out, so like I
while I
agree,
agree
but
with
this
Diddy
that.
forever. I mean, no, not Diddy.
Whoa.
Tupac. Tupac forever.
Oh god, is that
I'm
an
gonna have
edit
to
or is
fucking-
that comedy? I think that's
That's comedy.
comedy. YouTube, that's comedy. That is a comedic effort.
Can we talk about the literal truckload of fucking baby oil he had?
The non-Costco bought baby oil, yeah.
Did any of
He
you
had
see
that
the
much?
bullshit lawyer excuse that his lawyer pumped out?
Yeah,
No.
his lawyer was like, "We bought it at Costco. You buy a bulk at Costco." And then Costco made a statement being like, "No one's bought that much baby oil."
Yeah, I don't think they sell that much.
Now you can buy it in 55-gallon drums. I've looked at it for
Oh,
reasons.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are those reasons? We are not going to talk about them on the podcast reason?
we can talk about them on the podcast. There was
baby
a
oil wrestling, man, in
yeah.
a little kiddie pool.
there was a time when wrestling in a kiddie pool full of random substances was a thing at our parties.
This was before I was installed on the 5 1/4 inch floppy disk, wasn't it?
Long before.
Yeah.
Was it when 5 1/4 inch floppy disks were a thing?
They were still around.
Yeah, they were around. They weren't common
But
use anymore,
they-
but they
yeah.
were around.
Thumb drives were really popular at that point.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Just in case you guys need it, there's a 55-gallon drum of Passion natural water-based lubricant in the chat.
And it's blue and it says passion on the outside.
You're very passionate about something.
There's
aren't you?
no mistaking what that somebody is dropping off at your house.
Oh no, I don't want them to mistake it. I want to open the garage and show them my collection of kiddie pools and midgets in cages. Sorry, dwarves in cages. Apparently they get offended by midget now.
Since
It's
when?
just little people. Since the taller people made rules for the little people.
Fair. We
Fair.
can't keep the lollipop guild down.
We are.
Oh, what is this?
I met
Oiled
a
up
coworker
midget.
today
No,
that I've
sounds like
only ever talked to via email, and they were 4'9", and I almost had a happy panic attack.
because
I just
You
like
were
little
excited.
people.
People.
Yeah, just like little people.
You can't
So-
not look at a little person, just like smile ear to ear.
fair. The name of this episode is Oiled Up Lollipop Guild Down.
Yeah, I kind of broke at work the other day. One of my regulars came in and he was talking about his last trip to Colombia. He was like, yeah, he started showing me some of the pictures. Dude, he was just going through like food and like how it looked. He flipped through a really quick party pic. I immediately screamed out, "Was that a midget?" He just looked at me. I was like, "Yeah, we were partying with a midget in Colombia." I was like, "It's just man for my heart right now."
Imagine the sass from that tiny, tiny human.
Oh, they're all
Right.
sassy. That's what makes them fun.
Yeah.
Have you
but
not-
that
have you not-
Colombian sass,
Have
that
you
Spanish sass,
Have you not heard the story of when me and Kain smoked blunts with a bunch of wrestling midgets in
Oh,
a
yeah.
shitty hotel
Yeah. No, I know about that event.
in the
I'm
sticks?
jealous that I didn't get the phone call to fly out for that.
Didn't
This-
they outsmoke y'all
This
or
was
something?
before I was working with my current company.
What?
Yeah. Very much
Fair.
before. Very much before.
Very much before, actually. I was kind of I was working for a very lucrative government agency at the time.
It was a wonderful time.
Yeah, we got smoked under the table by a group of wrestling midgets. They left the hotel room to go, I don't know, retrieve more little people. And I look at Dreadpirate, the highest I've ever seen him. And he's like, I'm not going to let these little people beat me. He took that shit as a challenge. And then after the fact, we almost got to see a competition to see which midget had a bigger dick. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. It was a darker skinned midget versus a paler skinned midget, and we were curious.
Okay, well now we
Did
need the
science
answer.
prevail that evening?
No, science did not prevail.
Sad.
One of our other friends almost slept with one of them. Other acquaintances, I should say. And then at
Oh,
the end of the party, we had a giggle fit in the car for about an hour.
yeah.
Good night.
That's so funny.
And then had to drive an hour and a half back because
Worth
it
it.
was
Womp womp.
it was in the sticks.
Worth it.
Absolutely worth it. So, what other chance would you ever get to do and experience something of that caliber?
We need to find the local Little People Wrestling League in the area that we're in. I
I've
know
already
there's one
found it.
around here. We just gotta find it.
I got you, boo. They have a
gotta-
November event I was already planning on going to.
Ooh, nice. When? Like, is it like a Friday or Saturday?
It's late November. It's on a Wednesday night. I don't have the date right in front of me.
Oh, perfect.
You want to go ahead and share that in our general chat?
got you.
And
It's buy tickets at the door. You can't pre-purchase tickets.
oh,
I got a weird question. How many do you think can fit in a hotel bed? Like, cause like if you get like a 4-person bedroom, like hotel room, it's 2 beds because they expect 2 people per bed.
Really?
So-
Are we allowed to stack them like Lincoln logs?
There's a lot of factors here. 1, stacking them. 2, do they need to be comfortable? And 3, what size bed?
And
Okay,
4,
it's-
are we using Mexican math?
So 4, we could do both.
'Cause
We
just
can't
like
link.
clowns, I can fit like 12 Mexicans in a VW bug.
Yeah,
So imagine how many little people I can fit on a mattress.
you can't link and lock stack them because you can't like do that to like tall people.
Well, you can't do it to tall people because they'd be hanging off the side.
And-
The little people wouldn't.
I mean, they might hurt a little, but you absolutely
listen.
can.
You asked me for parameters, so I'm giving parameters.
Okay.
All right, I'll stop.
They don't have to be comfortable. They just have to be able to sleep through the night. And then we can do 1 without Mexican math and 1 with.
We need
Because I'm
bed
thinking
size.
like you could at least fit 8 in like a 2 bed, and then bed size like the normal hotel bedroom size, which is what, like a
Queen or a
Whatever the
king?
fuck you pay for, you can get
Like a
full to
queen?
California king.
it's just
What-
queen is the basic one or something, or is it like a twin full?
We'll go with the queen.
We'll go with
Yeah,
the queen.
queen.
That's like the middle.
Queen size, I would go 4 horizontally up the bed.
Okay.
That way, no body parts hang off and they're comfortable.
All right, so with the criteria being can
I
sleep
think we
through
can
the
do
night.
5.
Yeah, it can sleep through the night.
Nobody gets a pillow though.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
you said
do
5. Nobody gets a pillow. Okay.
Yeah.
where 2
Pillow
of them are
takes up-
cross-legged, so you have 2 and 2 on the edge of the bed, and then you have
Uh-huh.
1 on each of the narrow side of the bed, so you have 6 right there, and then you can at least fit probably 2 more in the center, so you've got 8 just on one plane of the mattress. and then stack it.
All right. How
If
about
they
it?
all lock their legs and then lock shoulders from the two people at the edge of the beds, nobody's rolling off. Everybody can use each other's legs as pillows. Everybody's
Can they
sleeping
sleep
through
through the? So what is that? 10? You said in a bed?
the night.
8?
Eight, and there's still some wiggle room.
See, I was gonna go with 4, but they're sleeping. Yeah, horizontally, but like heads towards the headrest instead of like almost like a hot dog roller style.
Yeah, you're thinking too conventional.
I'm just
Also,
make them comfy.
are they PSS midgets or are they DSS midgets?
Are
Yeah.
they?
Go ahead and
Are they
explain
all-
for those that don't know what
are-
that means.
Okay, so PSS is proportionate short stature, and DSS is disproportionate short stature.
Oh, they're
So
proportionate. We're not gonna make it like something.
Well, those are the more rare ones.
Yeah, proportionate. Let's just do proportionate.
How are we
just to
gonna
make-
find 6 PSS midgets?
I never said you had to find them. You just had. It's like the whole math problem. Max has 17 billion watermelons. We didn't ask how he got 17 billion. He just does.
I think if they're all spooning, we could do 9.
I don't know. Midgets got big butts.
They got a big load in that dump truck.
Wait, so Beans, your non-Mexican math was 5. So what's it with?
His
never
non-Mexican
said
math was
5.
8.
You said 8? Yeah. That's what I was like. I heard 5 and then I heard 8. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I never said 5. The only number I gave out was 8, and that was with them being a little bit comfortable.
And then if they're
If we're
completely
taking-
not
if we're
comfortable,
taking
is it
comfort
like,
out of there, and we're just trying to fill that mattress on one plane of existence, I say 11, and then 13 if
I
we
need-
really want to struggle snuggle.
all right. You need to explain the 11 and the 13.
So the 6 that are on the edge of the mattress, they just created a border.
Mhm.
Fill it.
Makes sense.
Okay.
8.
I was
Okay.
thinking horizontally with legs interlocked, you could probably fit 11. 6 on one side, 5 on the other.
I thought you were
And
going to
then
use 2 as pillows.
If you also
honestly.
lay down on where you have your back on the mattress and then your legs propped up on the other humans, you leave a little space in the center, and then you can fit one more human in the middle.
And they could be the pillow.
You're welcome.
I love this segment. This is also cat.
So that is Struggle Snuggle with Beans.
And this
more
has
you
been
know.
Small People Hour. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh my.
All right. Let's get into a topic because I'm excited about one. Yeah, more than little people.
I will say since last week and you or since a couple episodes ago when you were talking about Dead Space, I have picked it up and started playing it. It is a dope game.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Do you play it with the lights off and surround sound on?
I use my headphones, so yes.
Okay, you're playing it correctly.
How
Yeah.
many times did you jump?
You can't jump.
No, you physically.
Oh. Only a couple so far.
I'm not mad at that answer because that was right, but that wasn't the right answer that I was looking for. Oh my god, that was great.
I realize that. But yeah, it's a good game. It's like Resident Evil in space.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really, really fun one. I remember the first time that I played that game, I was at a buddy's house and he had just purchased a brand new home at the time. And so we didn't have any furniture or anything in yet. So we set up a projector against one massive fucking wall. So we were playing about probably 80-inch screen. And then we just pulled in a couch and turned all the lights off. And we were just sitting there playing on this massive screen. And I remember fucking jumping out of my skin at one point.
Also, Dead Space available on PSN for free.
Also on Game Pass.
Fucking
Yeah.
PlayStation's been going fucking through it again.
Yeah, they're
I-
always good. They're
This is segues into what I wanted to talk about. Them fixing the 30th anniversary edition pre-orders. Did you guys see what they did?
no.
You talking about through GameStop?
No, they've shifted again. They've canceled all the pre-orders unless you had a PSN account with at least 30 hours of PS4 or PS5 runtime between February 2014 and September 2024.
That sucks,
Hmm.
but I'm not mad at that.
It means
Okay.
I can't get one, but I like how they got rid of scalpers by being like, yeah, you kind of have to actually game.
Yeah. Being that it's a limited release, it's actually going to go to somebody who's going to enjoy having it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. What I'm not excited about is they made it fucking bigger. PS5 Pro is like 3 inches taller than the PS5.
Goddamn.
Jesus. It's almost as big as an old satellite.
It's almost computer height at this point. Just put it in a computer case. Let me download Microsoft games.
Not to get off topic, apparently, I don't know when, maybe we talked about this already. Ultimate Game Pass went up in price.
Yeah, did a few months ago.
Yeah, I was like, it's now 20, isn't it? It's not, because I was just randomly looking. I'm like, why was I charged $20 from Microsoft? And then I had to look. And I'm like, oh no, they updated or like increased the price for Ultimate Game Pass,
I mean,
which
if you
which is still worth it.
yeah, if you use it regularly, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah, I don't use it as regularly, but there are specific games I play that, because they have deals with Microsoft or Xbox, I get like all the characters for free. So I'm like, still worth it.
Hmm. Yeah, and I can do the whole Dead Space series on Game Pass right now, so dope.
Oh. Also, I like your new camera angle, Barrett.
Thank you.
I don't know if you changed it from the last time we recorded, but it looks really nice.
I did change it.
He's got an actual camera now.
No, it's the same camera. I've always had the actual camera. It was just on the top of my laptop.
Oh, I thought you
And
were
when it-
using your laptop camera this entire time.
No.
No, I
But,
remember when he got that camera because he ended up looking real sharp at one point.
And went and found my old GoPro like screw-on tripod, and it actually fits on my camera.
Nice.
So it worked out.
That's the nice thing about cameras is that thread pitch for where the bolt goes in is
Mhm.
very common.
Quarter 20.
Right.
I have a whole box of them behind me. I needed one, and it was cheaper to buy a case.
I mean, they're useful.
It is.
Rogue Traders on sale.
Was that the newest game that kind of flopped?
No, this is a 40K game. It's 40K Baldur's Gate 3. Sharing a moment.
It's an RPG 40K.
Yeah, it's top down.
Nice.
The last top-down game I played was GTA.
You've played Baldur's Gate 3.
That's technically top down. You can just adjust it.
I don't
Do
play
you
with
mean
the view.
pure? I was gonna say, do you mean purely top down, to where it's a
Yeah.
No.
I-
It's a Baldur's Gate 3 set in 40K universe.
Oh, I gotcha.
Hold up.
I'm thinking like old school top-down.
Is it on Steam?
Yeah.
There's my Steam.
All right. More
I
quick
would-
gaming news.
I want to check this out really quick. I will be right back. Doop.
Nintendo is going after YouTubers with accounts that show emulated games being played.
Really?
Ooh, watch your booty holes.
And they going after him hard.
They're going after everybody, and I'm not about it. I don't understand why Nintendo hates their fan base. They make it
Right.
so hard to play older versions of games. and then they turn around and they sue you for playing older versions of games.
Because they don't want you playing old versions of the game. They want you rebuying the same game every fucking generation.
Fuck that.
I will also say, I know in the world of IP law, if you don't go after somebody and like a bigger company sees that and then they want to start doing it, you then cannot go after the bigger company, and they're just going to point out the fact that you didn't go after.
But they're
So
not going after the person that created the emulator. They're not going after the person that built the game out. They're going after people playing an emulated game, whether they own a real copy or not. So this might set an actual precedent getting rid of emulation, because I try, if I emulate a game, I try to make sure I have a physical copy of that game.
Did anybody hear him?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard him.
Okay.
And that's the right way to do it. But at this point, it's so hard to tell if people have physical copies for going after them. They're just going after people who aren't even doing anything technically fucking wrong,
They got to prove I have a copy. Innocent till proven guilty.
right?
No, I do agree. Sorry, my Discord like auto swapped my output system. So, but no, I agree. I heard you through, telepathic.
All right, calm it down over there, bot.
You guys wanted me to learn. I'm learning.
He's plugged in. We're in the Matrix. But yeah, this is really shitty if this goes through and they start popping people for emulating games, whether they own a copy or not.
Damn, they just went after fucking Power World.
They went after Power World for an interesting reason. I'm kind
Was it
of
for their capture method or something?
Yeah, the capture animation,
yeah.
which I haven't followed up on that. I'm curious to see if there's been any new developments on that.
It's
I
gonna
don't know,
take 6 months.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see if this actually goes through. I think it'd be silly, but it is what it is.
Does anybody else have any more topics?
So I have a few, nothing super big, but just kind of local or not local, but stuff that's been going on. T-Mobile's had another data breach and has
damn.
been fined fucking $15 million by the Committee of Foreign Investigations. And T-Mobile has come out and saying that we're going to pay that fine and also invest that much money into rebuilding our security features because we just need to do better. So I think it's pretty cool that T-Mobile's publicly coming out saying that our shit sucks and we need to fix it and do better, because looking up their history of data breaches, they've been fucking scary bad. They've had
Really?
minimum 3 data breaches a year for the past like 5 years.
Holy fuck.
I mean, the federal government data breached everybody's socials, birth dates, and full legal names. So
Yeah,
at this point, you're fucked.
not wrong. But the more repetition we can quit of stuff getting out.
Yeah, no.
Did they even
agree.
offer them anything, or did they just like was it like a public apology? Sorry, we suck.
From what I'm seeing, it's pretty much a public apology after they got their hand slapped on a federal level with a fine and them committing to rebuilding their security systems.
They're
Gotcha.
they're an international company too, so probably might be the EU pushing on them as well.
And then on the line of phone companies, I didn't experience this. I heard about this through one of my coworkers today, but I guess yesterday, on October 31st,
September
31st.
September 30th. There's only 30 days in September.
That's what I meant. Verizon's network on a national level went down, so people couldn't even make emergency 911 calls at all.
So
Jesus.
So I had a bunch of coworkers that ran into this problem. You could make emergency calls, you couldn't do anything else.
Mm.
So if you called 911, it would do that. But if you needed like the non-emergency line, you couldn't do anything. Like half my staff ended up going to Verizon on their lunch break and finding out that it was a national shutdown.
Jesus.
Fucking wild. And I know that happened at AT&T too, but it was on a much smaller scale because some of my family that's on the East Coast went through that because they're with AT&T, but it was for a few hours, not almost a full day.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I'm willing to bet.
And now's not the time.
I'm willing to bet it's got something to do with the Huawei broadcast system because they're slowly starting to change that shit out. Because the FCC is starting to push for no more Huawei 5G antennas or 4G antennas.
Interesting.
Okay.
They have a good reason, and if you know, you know. But yeah, it sucked. It made my life shitty because everyone was calling me to get a hold of somebody else. But it made that that person's life much better because they didn't get a single work phone call the entire day. But yeah, it's not yeah, that kind of stuff happens. It's everyone always forgets how fragile the network is until it shows that it's
Until
fragile.
it goes down and everybody's in panic mode because they have no other ideas of what else to fucking do.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, who the fuck has a landline in their own home anymore?
Well, it's not only that. A lot of businesses
I've seen
work
one.
off Verizon's cell network for like portable internet as well.
True.
Damn. That shit sucks, especially with what just happened with the hurricane coming through.
Yeah, that probably made it worse.
Yeah. Imagine losing service completely or half your fucking town's underwater. Have you
Talking
seen the
about that,
pictures? Have you seen the pictures of Asheville?
Oh my god, it's bad.
have you seen the pictures of Swanee?
No, I haven't seen recently. I know they just canceled the Roots Revival Festival, which was
Yeah,
supposed to be next weekend.
an immeasurable amount of fallen trees is what they stated. That is a quote.
Yeah, they have said they're just shutting down for this festival, and they haven't mentioned anything about Halloween yet.
It wasn't going to be a real Halloween though, because it was missing Frick Frack.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going to this one anyways. It's a really good lineup.
I
But
know. I seriously considered calling you and seeing if you wanted to go.
I am.
Andy's frozen again.
God damn it.
Man,
We're-
we're having some issues today.
We are having
Well.
technical issues. The cameras are freezing pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Sorry
about that, guys.
No worries. It's a podcast that 8 people listen to.
9 people.
I
excuse you.
wasn't talking to you.
We're doing all right. We're doing all right at the moment to get by.
Also, this is a great way to be like, if we have technical issues, you could always put us in the background and just listen because our audio is pretty much
As his audio cuts out.
as my audio cuts out.
But yeah, the Verizon thing's wild, man. It amazes me how much people rely on phones, and I get it. I like to use Google Maps to basically go anywhere, but I also know how to get to the places I need to get to if it goes down.
Right.
Yeah, I know how to at least navigate myself around through where I'm at.
I think I'm more dependent on it, just like keeping in contact that I can't easily get in contact.
This is true.
Sure.
That's like the only problem.
To be honest, it is very peaceful not having any phone, though.
I think it's a bit comical that he's breaking in and out when he's trying to talk about how he's communicating through electrical devices.
Am I?
Yeah.
At least for us through Discord. What's being recorded is probably solid, but it's still comical nonetheless.
Oh, it's not. It's terrible.
Oh no.
We're too far in. We're too far in.
Is it better now?
So,
I mean, for
so
the moment,
far.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, I don't. There's nothing I've done.
so real quick to bring it back to video game stuff. Do any of you guys use Nvidia's GeForce? Oh shoot, what the hell do
GeForce
they call
Now.
it? No, not GeForce Now. The GeForce Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
use it to update my driver.
So I don't use GeForce Experience. I just always go through the NVIDIA control panel to do all that stuff.
Hmm.
But looks like by the end of the year, NVIDIA is now changing all of their stuff to run through a app. They're calling it the NVIDIA application. So
Uh-huh.
they're merging their control panel and their GeForce Experience all into one unit.
Fucking
That's going to be
finally.
the NVIDIA app. And it looks like if you currently have the NVIDIA experience, that sometime by the end of the year, there's going to be an update that will just auto do it where you'll open your computer up one day and it's just going to be the NVIDIA app. So kudos for you. For any of you that use it, it'll be a seamless experience, which will be nice.
Hmm.
For me, it'll be something that I'll have to download completely brand new, but it should make installing drivers and rolling back drivers exponentially easier. That's the main focus of doing the app, is so that if you have any monitor issues or if you have any hardware issues, you can very easily roll back, instead of, like, my experience is whenever I need to roll back, I have to manually go hunt down the driver that I need and then install it.
Hmm.
I'm just happy they're gonna finally upgrade their Windows 95 graphic user interface. It is painful to get on that thing when you're like, oh, I need to change my display settings. You get on fucking GeForce's bullshit. You're like, when?
Yeah, the control panel is very old school.
Whose job is it to update this?
So the one thing I'll be really curious about with the application is, like, the biggest reason I don't use Experience is just because it's another overlay on top of all the other fucking overlays
Yeah.
through all the game hubs like Steam and Epic and EA and Ubisoft. Like, they all have their own fucking overlays. So, like, if you run Experience and you're running Steam, if you have any Steam overlays on, you're then running Steam overlays and then the Experience overlays on top of that. So it can really bog down your system if you're running a laptop or something, to say. But
They have an
it'll be
adult
interesting to see
CPU, so I don't
how.
worry about that.
I only ever use Discord overlay, and that's just to see people talk.
Sure, buddy.
All right.
I don't. When I build my computer, well, I'm gonna go red anyway, so I won't have to worry about it at that point.
It depends. If you wait a little bit longer, you'll have the 5080 as an option with probably another price drop, which will make that the better option than a 7900 XTX.
But you practically have a computer built. You got a mouse, or
Yeah.
Once again, Poe, very well said.
yeah.
Little asshole.
But yeah, how you liking that new screen, man?
It's fucking dope, man.
You guys are making me
Um,
jelly. I don't have an OLED.
It's not OLED, but it is
Nice and crispy.
nice and crispy compared to a 15-inch laptop screen. Makes
Yeah,
gaming
Scorch
makes gaming a
Scorch and
lot
I-
more fun.
Hell yeah, that's what it's about. How's it feel? How's the size of it feel for how close you sit to it?
Not so bad. When I'm gaming for a bit, I normally like roll back a little bit and like lean back the chair a little bit to game.
Dirty console gamer. Still using a controller on a superior device.
I still don't have a good keyboard, man.
Oh yeah, I gotta
Don't
put
you
that
use a
box together
controller
and
for
mail it to
Space
you.
Marines?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's terrible on keyboard and mouse. That's not my fault. That's the programmer's
Really
fault.
fucking is. That's just how it's designed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it plays out like an old Xbox Gears of War game.
Yeah.
And that's part of what I love about it.
That's
It is a
literally the only game right now that I play on controller is just Space Marines 2.
Bought
And I'm playing
myself.
Dead
Oh, go ahead.
and I'm playing Dead Space on controller because it's meant to be.
Fair.
I bought myself a
That
new
game
controller.
was
Nice. What'd you get?
I got an 8-bit do Ultimate 2C or C2.
Mm-hmm.
well, that was a mouthful of a model name.
So, me being a tinkerer nerd, this is like my dream come true in controllers because I have modified just about every Xbox controller in my house. And my big complaint is no one makes Hall effect joysticks for Xbox controllers, and I burn through joysticks.
I
So
do too.
I end up replacing them with the magnetic joysticks, and they last like another year or two, and then I burn through them again. And it's gotten to the point to where I was looking for something else. This thing comes with Halifax joysticks, Halifax triggers, actual switches for buttons, and actual switches on D-pad. It is everything I've ever wanted in a controller. Also, R3 and L3 buttons. It's everything I've wanted in a controller, and I'm hoping it holds up to its stat block. Let me see if I could find it real quick, and I will drop it in the
Yeah.
chat.
Might be looking
I will
up
say,
grade soon.
cruising through their product list on their website, they have a bunch of cool fucking controllers.
Oh, I've bought many a parts from them when they were just
Mhm.
a parts specialist, and then a couple years ago they switched to controller specialist. So I'm gonna give their
This the one
controllers
that
a
you
time.
got?
Yeah,
The Wukong edition?
this thing sold out in its regular colors, and the regular colors kind of sucked. So I got the Wukong edition because it looks sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say this thing looks cool. There's a
Um,
close up of it, and it looks like the finish on the controller itself is textured, which I hope
yeah,
it is because I really enjoy that.
it definitely is. But yeah, shout out to 8-Bit Duo or 8-Bit Do. They are coming along from the cheap Alibaba controller team to what they are now. They're doing like the Red Dragon thing. Because Red Dragon keyboards are on fucking point now, and 5 years ago they were literal trash.
I just started seeing Red Dragon pop up everywhere on my shit. But these controllers look really nice. Because I've literally got 2 Xbox controllers with fucked up joysticks. Both of them the left one too.
Yeah, this thing was $30.
That ain't
Oh wow,
bad.
it is.
Yeah. Half the price of an Xbox Series X controller and significantly better.
Hmm.
Yeah, 1000 hertz polling rate, all effects, triggers and joysticks, custom button mapping without using software, turbo function, works with Xbox and PC.
I'm gonna have to come over and try this out when you get it in.
Oh yeah. They're super nice.
Let me know how it plays out.
This is that same company I was trying to get you before you bought your last Xbox controller. And they only had a Switch variant
And
with
now
the
that
Hall
one had
effects joysticks.
terrible fucking
Ah,
stick drift down. And dude, Xbox got to get their shit together with their controllers, man.
Console controllers, man, they build them for $5, sell them to you for 60.
The old ones back in the day, I don't ever remember getting stick drift on any of my like really old Xbox controllers. It's just these
Dude.
new ones.
oh, I was about to say like the old N64 controllers were plagued with stick drift.
Oh, that's because you ruined them on Mario Party 1 when you also ruined the palm in the middle of your hand.
Yeah.
That's why my 2 N64 controllers have Hall effects joysticks in them.
Yeah, I remember playing those games. I remember both of my palms being so torn to shreds from playing that fucking Mario Party game. I had to learn how to like play the game a different way until they healed.
Now you just break the Switch controller before you break the skin on your hand.
See,
Absolutely.
now I'll just put the stick on the top of my knee and then just shift it around that way instead of burning the inside of my palm.
Weird circular thigh burns.
Ooh.
Is it a hickey or was I playing Mario Party?
Ugh.
All right, I need to get off this website. I'm falling down a rabbit hole with their product listing.
Oh yeah, the SNES controller with the dual joysticks is my next purchase. It's gonna go right on the RetroPie. Update for Ubisoft unions. They're gonna get their first strike, little baby strike.
Oh yeah. I remember just seeing an article that Ubisoft board is launching an investigation as to why the company's doing shit.
Yep, and the union is preparing to strike.
Oh
Damn.
gosh.
And they're striking over return to office. Because apparently Ubisoft has been work from home since 2019. And Ubisoft is saying they have to come into the office at least 3 days a week.
See, that mixture right there, in my opinion, ruins production. Either commit to staying home or working remote, or just commit to office only. I believe that
Right.
if you do the mix from having your setup at home to having your setup in the office, it just ruins production.
I feel like, yeah, I don't work from home often. I work out of a construction trailer. But when I do have to go to the main office, I don't get fucking anything done, man. Just how it is. I don't get fuck all done if I'm in the office because the entire office thing is everyone wants to bug me and talk to me. Like, I got fucking reports to write, man. Go away.
And see, and that's part of it too. Like my SO works remote, and when she has to go to her headquarters or her main office, it's a productive day, but not a productive work day. Like it's a productive day in the fact that she can meet up with people within the company that she can't see in person, and she can have in-person conversations that would normally happen even over video chat. But on the other end of it, by the time she gets back home, she's stressing out because all the work that she had to do that day or work to progress the project that she's working on is just not done yet. And now she's a day or several days behind that she's going to have to make up.
Yeah.
All right. What's our time at? We'll make this one a little short. I have 2 more topics if you guys don't have any more topics and they're quick ones.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. YouTube slowly starts rolling out background play on Android and iOS. Fuck you guys. This is why people buy YouTube Premium. Because now I'm going to have to fight with my phone to hit skip on the ad.
So say that one more time.
what are they doing?
YouTube
They're
is now
playing-
doing what?
So if you play YouTube on your phone and you don't have
Mhm.
premium, as soon as you leave the screen or move over to another app, program, or close your phone, or sorry, lock your phone since you fools can't close it.
Judgy.
It
Man, you got a new
immediately
phone already talking shit.
it immediately stops audio and pauses the video. If you have YouTube Premium, you have background play. It also gets rid of ads. I don't pay for mine, but somebody does. So I'm happy for them.
Is this different from picture in picture? Because I know I can picture in picture on my phone.
You can picture in picture on your phone. That's a feature of the phone. That's not a feature of the YouTube app.
Okay.
But also normally you can't lock your screen or phone and it play.
Yeah,
but
that's what's normal. I'm
YouTube's
like,
been
I don't.
that for
Yeah.
forever.
It's always been like that.
Yeah, I was very confused. Like, this
Yeah.
is old.
And if you bought premium, it would keep playing if you lock your phone or change to a different app or program. It would just keep
Right.
playing the audio for you.
That's always been a benefit of premium.
Yeah, now they're rolling it out to all the app, like all the non-premium members. And all you
Oh, nice.
poors are going to get a feature that somebody else pays for me for.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
Oh, wait. They're going back to an old thing. Great. I love it. They used to do that, which was
So they're
I-
doing the Apple method. They're taking it away from you. You bought it, and now they're
In-
giving it back to you.
to reintroduce, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, now you could pay to have even better version."
I'm okay with this. I might
Yeah.
And
might
now that
listen to
they've
way more
tapped the
YouTube.
vein, in another 2 years, they'll take it back.
To be clear, I don't pay for YouTube Premium, so I'm not. I
To be
don't.
fair.
I honestly
be
don't know
fair.
who does either. But thank you.
Watch is just from like the college days, and they just haven't turned off the account.
No, it's like the last 3 or 4 months thing. It just popped up on my app. It said premium on it. So I checked to make sure somebody didn't pay for it on my card, and it's not coming out of my card. So I have no idea.
I mean, works
must be
if
a-
it works.
Either that or it's out of little man's allowance.
He doesn't have a card. He's a cash dealer. He's a weapons dealer. Um,
Actually, yeah. Let's just keep it. Let's not clarify. Let's just keep it as. Let's just
Oh, I
not
wasn't.
clarify. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full
I was
cash
about to.
business.
I'm like, no, it's funny. It's funnier if you don't.
And then my other thing that I wanted to discuss is Baldur's Gate 3 Patch 7.
Okay.
I have not looked into the patch notes for that yet.
Give us a short version.
New evil endings, improved split screen and mods.
Nice.
I love how welcoming they are to the mod community.
Yeah.
Right?
They understand that that is their free place to just see what improvements the community's making to learn from and integrate into the main system.
Especially for a game like that, and it being Baldur's Gate, aka Dungeons and Dragons, and all these nerds, all these computer nerds also play Dungeons and Dragons. They just want to put it into a computer game.
That's what I'm excited about is apparently they're releasing a modding toolkit
Mhm.
with the intent of being able to build a D&D campaign using their interface.
And see,
Fucking love it.
that's amazing. I love that.
I'm not going to
Take
figure
my
it out.
money.
Yeah, I'm not going to figure it out. They already got my money. But like this is cool. You're going to get like old school RPG Maker vibes out of it.
I love that. And
So
If they give me a program that's associated to their platform of DOS 2, of Baldur's Gate 3, and give me the means to build dungeons to run custom D&D games out of using their world, I'm down.
That's what
those
they're
would be
doing.
some epic fucking dungeons.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of paper and dice, but I definitely would not mind playing getting together for one shots with a bunch of friends on split screen and playing through somebody else's dungeon.
No.
right?
That's where we full commit, and we still do paper, we still do in person, but we just put a TV in the middle, and whoever the DM is just runs that dungeon.
Yeah,
That
I don't
makes
know
me
if-
feel like what is that? What was that board game you were introducing to me? Descent?
Descent.
Oh, Descent.
Yeah. It sounds like a lot like Descent, but I'd be down it to be oh, half the players aren't showing up, the players that are, let's just run a one shot through Baldur's Gate. I think it'd be cool.
I'm thinking just game night. You get a 4 or 5 hour one shot. You create characters real quick, order pizza, spend the rest of your night in the basement playing through the one shot.
Agree. I do have two things. They're quick because no one really cares, but it just reminded me of it. So when we're done, I get two things. So, not this week, but last week or 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Are you talking about the
With-
episode thing?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about the new commander ban list that everybody is up in arms about because it's very expensive cards that they banned and people are upset.
Magic the Gathering.
So I was like, yeah, nobody cares. But I'm like, damn, that sucks. But the bigger thing is Commander Rules Committee used to be kind of like a community thing. And then after this ban list, which is just 4 cards, they're like, "Hey, Watsy, you can now have it." They literally gave over the commander to the design team of Magic the Gathering and Watsy.
I still don't understand what Commander is. I quit playing Magic the Gathering way before Commander became a thing.
It's
Yeah,
It's four
I've never played a
players.
commander deck either.
It's 4 players, 1v1v 1v1 free for all. You have a commander, which is a legendary creature, and your deck is consistent of 99 cards, so it's 100 cards total. Besides basic lands, you cannot have duplicates of cards.
That just sounds like more complicated multiplayer Magic the Gathering.
That sounds like a way to squeeze more money out of your players.
Just have a foursome. Get it over with.
Yeah. I'm not advocating to play it. I've played it before. I've stopped playing because it's.
Would you sleep with an OnlyFans girl covered in Magic cards?
Yeah.
Would you?
Depends on the value of the Magic cards. Like, I'd be impressed if she had Black Lotuses covering her nipples, but I wouldn't want to get them dirty.
Oh, I'm gonna ruin them.
See, if I've already been a part of the ruining of a beta Black Lotus, so that has already checked my box.
That story still hurts me to this day. As someone that has never had a beta Black Lotus.
I mean,
have you ever been chased by 40 pissed off Magic nerds? Because it's fun. The wheezing is worth it.
Ironically, not 40, but I have been chased out of a card shop by Magic Nerd.
Jesus. I feel like it's not that hard.
No. Butt sweat. It has an odor to it once they all conglomerate into one mass of human, of meat
but that's
and
all
flesh.
I have.
For those of you listening, I hope you don't already have that smell in your nose.
It's okay. There's a reason why good card shops, or I'm going to say ethical, because it is kind of like a biochemical warfare kind of thing. The stink
have really good AC
forces
systems.
people to make sure they have showers and wear deodorant before coming in for tournament. For all those card shops out there that do that, you are amazing and bless you.
That is awesome.
Fuck that. The smell is a part of the ambiance.
The smell will kill you.
No.
If I walk into a card shop and it doesn't smell like sweat, I'm not in a real card shop.
Like, sweat is fine, but like 7-day-old BO mixed with buffalo sauce is not the play.
Kain, we're not in high school anymore. This isn't the tiny little card shop down the road from our neighborhood.
Our tiny little card shop had multiple rooms, my man.
It did.
Yeah, and each room had a scent.
Yeah, they were all different.
That's because it was a comic book / card shop.
I know we said we wanted a shorter episode,
a gaming shop.
But last proposed question: do different TC card players have a different smell to them, or do they all smell the same?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they all smell different.
Yep.
Like, you could tell a Yu-Gi-Oh player from a Pokemon player from a Magic player.
Yeah, because there's different levels of intensity that go into each one. They can all get intense, but they're just different level of intensity.
Okay.
Yes. And then that's not even getting into people who bring in their consoles or their whole towers to game in there.
I'm sorry, if you're going into a specific, it's only for card gaming and you're bringing in a console, I'm like, nah.
We did that shit all the fucking time. We would take up one of the rooms and all bring in our Xboxes and LAN party at the comic shop.
But we'd also have lock-ins because the owner of that comic shop couldn't say no.
Yep.
Yep.
Talking
Those
about
lock-in nights were a lot of fun.
Yeah, they were.
Talking about classic games.
Getting way too many Little Caesars bacon pizzas.
Guess what might be going into the Olympics?
What?
Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games.
Beyblades.
I'm down. I'm going to be a professional Beyblader. How do you? Is it Beyblader? Or what do they call themselves?
You can call yourself whatever you'd like.
There's not a PC word I can say that's not going to get us fucking kicked off.
Yeah, and I don't feel like editing out whatever you're about to say. So,
English cigarette.
I don't understand how Beyblades can go into the Olympics.
I don't either, but I'm excited about it.
Listen,
I mean, I
I
feel
think
like
they're just experimenting at this point after the whole breakdancing thing.
I think I was gonna say the same thing that Poe just did. I think they're just experimenting. It's like, what if? Just hear me out.
And we all know who's gonna win.
I looked it up. They're called bays.
Yo, I'm gonna be the best bay out there. Hit me up.
You're gonna get a phone call from Q later. Oh yeah. Let's for our few listeners, let's shout out his Twitch thing.
What is it?
Oh, you're talking about cues.
Yeah.
Wait, before we shout it out, I have one more question. Is this also going to be in the Paralympics or just the Olympics?
Buddy.
Oh, I don't want to go down this route. The
That's a
very
question
first
for
thing,
our audience.
the very
Have it
first
in the
thing I thought of
comments.
is Stephen Hawking
is a
pulling a
question.
Beyblade thing with his teeth. I will kill
It's
you.
not that hard to operate. It's not that hard to operate. I'm not being offensive. It's not that hard to operate.
I mean, down that same rabbit hole, how many tails have you pulled out like a Beyblade?
Zing.
With my hands or my mouth?
Yes. You got to be careful though. You don't want to give yourself like
You don't
what
want
do-
to slap yourself. On purpose?
With consent.
Okay.
consent and on purpose are vastly different things.
Well, that's why I asked. And thanks for the clarification. Either way, this
I
Twitch
want
or YouTube channel.
I want to shout it out, but it's gonna make me log in, and then I have to check my email to get a stupid fucking code because I never use Twitch. So he doesn't get a shout out. Support your no-name Twitch streamers. They need extra views. Help them out. They're grinding just like everybody. I prefer actually watching musicians on Twitch. It's my guilty pleasure.
So the Twitch, real quick, that Kain was trying to look up is called Live from the Apocalypse.
Good name.
Good name.
And for those of you that look it up, it's got a logo of a mushroom holding a heart.
Mushrooms hold my heart sometimes.
Me
Um,
too.
All right, well, let's do our shout outs. You can find us at the Depths of Jigoku on YouTube and Spotify. If you want to contact us, it's thedepthsofjigoku@gmail.com. You can also find us at the Depths of Jigoku on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. You can find the dreaded Dreadpirate at the Dreadpirate on Twitch. And
Dreadpirate 28.
Dreadpirate 28. Other than that, I think we're done.
Thanks for
you
thanks
guys
for
have-
joining us this week, guys.
Stay safe. If you need to talk to somebody, make sure you talk to somebody. Never be afraid to ask for help.
No,
Good night.
it's spooky season. Create a ghost.
Peace out.
Later.
Houston, I'm getting a little fluctuation in the AC voltage now. Roger. 50 meter maybe, huh? Stand by. Looking good to us. You're still looking good. It's coming up 3 minutes.